Okay, so we'll look at setup with these now with the irons. And again, this is always going to go through the bag in terms of your driver.
Yeah.
Those were your club face on the left before. That's your club face now on the right. So that's a much more square club face.
Yeah.
It's going to get you in a position where you're kind of forced into just releasing the arms and the club and hitting the ball kind of where you want to go, which before, when the club was aiming left of target, you had to, during the swing, as we said, kind of push the face back to the target this way, which you got pretty good at with the irons. And again, you swing the club very, very, like I say, for somebody who doesn't play as much as you do, you swing it very, very good. And there's some good swinging and movements there. But the problem was you had too many variables from left to right. And then when you put the driver down, that you couldn't have a driver sitting like this, because you turn the club that way, you just go keep resetting itself. So if during the swing your club face, as we said, about 5-6 degrees opens up, when the club was probably 10 degrees shut, it would come back 3 or 4 degrees closed. It'd be a bit of a drawy, pulley one down the left-hand side, playable. Then when the driver starts off square, yeah, and you open it that 4, 5, 6 degrees, it's now a big old slice to the right, yeah? So once you had the club face now in a much more square position, you can now focus on, same good backswing. From here now, as we come through the golf ball, we can release these arms here. Now again, as you can see, this left arm here sort of trying to stay a little bit straight tends to kind of create that sort of chicken wing effect, okay? And the head staying down will obviously increase that even more so. So getting the body to release and rotate and allowing body parts that need to bend, yeah? Don't try and keep things dead straight. You'll see on TV, okay, at Impact, as the pros at the golf ball, their arms are probably straight to about here, but from there onwards, they're releasing everything through. And the thing is so quick, yeah? You might see a guy with his head in that position, but a split second later, because that club is swinging at their speed 100 mile an hour, they're there and then they're through. They're not trying to keep it down any longer. Their head just can't twist that fast, yeah? You try and twist it at 110 mile an hour, you break your neck, yeah? But if you try and keep it down any longer than you need to, now it's like, oh, hang on, I can't do it, yeah? So if anyone says, oh, you looked that one too early, you peaked for it too, well, my neck feels okay, so I couldn't have done, yeah? You're not going to go, and you'd have a real sore neck. So the reason the tour player's head, when you see these slow-mo images like here, where the sort of head is down where the ball was and the arms are here, that's a nanosecond after him, but then from there now it continues on up to that full foot. They're not trying to keep it down, just that club face is working so bloody fast in that direction, the head can't keep up. They're trying to keep it down too long, trying to keep the left arm straight too long. Never going to work, yeah? Body parts need to move, need to bend, all right?
Okay.
So get a club face squarer with the irons. Encourage you then to release the club better, as we saw. There was no fear of hooking it. I think after you changed that club face to that position that was kind of there, you didn't hit a single one left. You had a bit of a toey one that drew more than it would normally. We didn't hook left, yeah? There was no real hooky shots after that, okay? But then you got to the driver. The first 3 drivers actually drew right to left. You're like, hang on a second. This doesn't feel normal, yeah? And then the next couple then got a little bit kind of blocky. Just to go into what you said about, you saw on the video that you filmed yourself, you saw the only way to hit the ball straight with the driver was when you chicken winged it, yeah? The reasons why, as we said, when you were coming back to the golf ball, when you were coming back into the golf ball here, you would be just flicking with the right hand, which, yes, would square the club face up, but it's not really a good way of doing it. You lose a lot of consistency in terms of speed and timing and direction, and that flicking would cause the elbow to kind of, the old rocking like a baby. So you'd see a moment just after impact where that left wrist is sort of flex this way and the elbow sort of sticking out, the old chicken wing movement, okay? But if you try to then chicken wing, club's left wide open. As those 2 or 3 shots we saw, those 3 dots on the right-hand side of the screen there, we can see those ones at the top there.
Yeah.
These 3 dots here are basically your, when I chicken wing, it goes straighter. The chicken wing is an outcome or a symptom of that flicking of the wrist, which squared the club face up, but not in the right way, yeah? We've got to let the arms and body release through effectively. And like I say, allow body parts to bend as they want to, yeah? So you can practice that swing. We said when I was sort of stood, this is going to be too close, but I also had a thing, that sort of foam finger up there somewhere. Imagine your club is swinging around the corner, exiting left, hitting that object up here in the corner, yeah? We're not trying to go straight lines or swing into out and all that jazz, yeah? Okay, so square a club face. Backswing, to be fair, is good. It's then just that release of the arms and allowing the body to release effectively, not trying to block it off, not trying to chicken wing or keep an elbow straight or an arm straight, okay? And allowing things to kind of go around the corner, yeah? So kind of take a lot of the thought out of it. I think the swing's good. I think you just when you go down the range, you probably warmed up with irons, yeah?
Yeah.
First 4 or 5 irons would go left. You wouldn't change the fault. You would just push it a bit to the right, ball going straighter, fixed it. Go to 7-iron, going straight, go to driver, slice. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah? So you've got to try and make sure you go through the bag as you did, releasing the club correctly. So the club is square, the club is square, the club is square. Go to driver, the club is square, you release, the club is square, yeah? Makes it a lot easier. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good.